Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, it's that PULS3, and today I wanted to bring up something. I thought I would do a little update video on how my gym going is going. I thought I would do a little video showing you guys pretty much where I started about 6 weeks ago. I just finished a 6-week cycle. Well, I haven't technically finished it, but I finished my last compound for the week, and I have 3 days of no compounds pretty much. Well, hypertrophy comp. It's weird, okay? I finished my main heavy compounds for the week, so I've pretty much just gone ahead and said, okay, that's the end of the week for me when it comes down to these numbers. So I thought I would make an update video to show you guys where I've progressed really over the past 6 weeks in the gym. And we started out at week 1, and what I'm doing basically is just it's push-pull legs, but I like to do pull-push legs. I like doing the pull day before the push day. So I'm doing 6 days a week. I do pull, push, legs, rest, pull, push, legs, and then I restart. So I think right now my thing is Wednesday is the start. So Wednesday is the first pull day, and then we go from there pretty much. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, rest. Kind of like that. But I thought I would update you guys on my numbers, show you guys some stuff that maybe you haven't seen yet. I know I do have one video of me doing 275 on bench, which was my new 1 rep max for that. So I actually did hit a new max in the past 6 weeks here. I'll have that up on the screen right now so you guys can see. It was a grinder, don't get me wrong. It was not a very easy max whatsoever. That was a grinder, but I did get it, and that's what matters to me. Now, we started off in week 1. I was doing 335 on deadlift for 5. I only like to do 1 set of deadlifts because I was doing multiple sets of deadlifts for a while, but I wasn't seeing any progression in my deadlifts, even, you know, past the first set. So I decided, okay, we'll cut it back. I'll do some warm-up sets, and then I'll do at least a good amount for just 1 set of 5 on deadlift. So week 1, we started out with 335 on deadlift. I started out at 225 on bench. On bench, I do 5x5s. I did 245 on squat for a 3x5. And I started doing front squats because I do legs twice a week. I do legs early in the week, and then I do legs at the end of the week. So I like to keep it like that pretty much. Mondays and Fridays are usually leg days. And I did 150 for a front squat because I was trying to basically just understand how to front squat because it's a little different, you know, just getting the form down and everything. There's a couple ways to do it. I personally I don't have the wrist mobility to be able to hold it like that, so I do the crossover for now. I hope eventually I'll be able to get the wrist mobility, but right now I just don't have that down. It always hurts my wrist after a while because I'm not bringing my elbows out straight enough, so it's just weird. I don't feel safe doing it, so I don't do it. I just do cross arms and out like that. But 335 deadlift, 225 bench, 245 squat, 150 front squat was my week 1 total, and that's where I kind of wanted to start at. And I felt like that was a pretty good starting point for me. And I was going to work this 6 weeks and then go into a deload and then start over again. So those are my first week's numbers. On my bench press, I like to do 5x5s heavy sets, 1x5 on deadlift, 3x5 on squat because I'm doing 2 squat days a week. So I do 3x5 heavy squats, and then I do 5x5 front squats. And it kind of evens out, and I do leg press on both days and stuff like that. Now, coming into week number 2, I decided what I wanted to do was linearly go up, you know, like go up at least 5 pounds in my lifts when I'm doing it. So we go to 340 on deadlift. I got that pretty easy. We went to 230 bench. Now, I had just recently gotten to 225, like within the past couple months here. 225 was a big benchmark for me. And I had just recently, you know, gotten to 225 bench 5x5. So I decided, since I got it pretty, you know, I'm pretty solid at 225. I could go in at any point during the day and hit 225 5x5 pretty easy now. I decided to do 230 bench, and that was actually a lot harder. It might not sound like it is. You know, it might sound like it's only, you know, when you're looking at just numbers, 5 pounds isn't a lot. But when you put the damn weight on the bar, 5 pounds is a good amount of weight. Especially on bench press, because my bench is super slow. I was stuck at 185 working set bench for like 4 months probably. It took me forever to break through that plateau, but I finally did. But this week, I did my 5x5 bench, and I only got, here's what I got. I got 3, when I sat down and did 230, I got 3 the first time. Now, it's because, part of it's because I didn't have a spotter. And that kind of scares me a little bit. You know, I felt how heavy it was, and I was like, okay, I better ease off this. So I only did 3. Now, on the second time I went down to do it, I got 5. Then I got 4, and then I got 5, and I got 5. So I only hit my 5 reps 3 times. So I basically, the other 2 just didn't count, and I really counted that as a 3x5. So I didn't succeed in 230. So I'm just, instead of increasing it the next week, we're just going to stay at 230. I did 250 squat 3x5, got that pretty easily. 155 front squat 5x5. So we went up in everything except for bench, and we'll just try again. We'll just try again the next week. So we go into week 3. I do 345 deadlift. Okay. Once again, my deadlift's pretty strong. Definitely, it wasn't the easiest thing in the world, but I did get it. I got 230 on the bar again. I got 230 on the bench bar again, people. I got 5, 5, 5. I'm like, okay, baby. I'm going to blow through 230 this week. We're on week 3 now. I'm like, okay, we're going to blow through 230 this week. 5, 5, 5, 4. On the 4th damn set, I get 4. I try to go down for the 5th set. I get 4 again. So once again, we're stuck at 230. I'm just like, man, I want to break. I want to get to 230 bench so bad. It was killing me. It was killing me, man. But anyways, we got 255 squat 3x5. Pretty easy once again. I'm not saying like it's super, like I'm like blowing through this crap, but you know, I got it and I was fine with that. My form stayed pretty solid. 165 front squat 5x5. I decided to go up 10 pounds in front squat because I just felt like I could, and I could. Now moving on to week 4, we went to 350 deadlift, and I got that pretty easily. I was happy with my deadlifts. I feel like my deadlift form is really good. It might not be, but to me, it feels like it. I keep my back, you know, I'm pretty tight the entire way through. Same thing with my squats. If I ever feel like I'm not staying tight, what I'll do is, and I've done this before, where I've taken my squats before where I was in this rep range of like 200 plus, you know, like higher 200s, and I've completely started over. I've said I've completely, if I feel like my form's deteriorating, I will go back to 135 and I will work my way up from 135 to make sure my form is good. I've done that before. I've taken weeks where I completely reset all my squats. So I'm not afraid to do that, but I felt like I was pretty good right now. So week 4, we hit 350 on deadlift. You know, I'm feeling good. 230 on bench again. We try it again. This time I got a spotter. Boy, I hit 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. Oh my God, I was freaking out, man. I came off that bar on that last set and I was like, yes, let's go. I was so excited. I hit the 230. I was like, that's what I wanted out of this 6 weeks, man. I wanted to break through the 225 and get to 230. And I did it. And I was so happy. That was week 4. We got 2 weeks left. I was like, oh, feeling good, man. Now, let me tell you, 260 squat here, 3x5. And it might have been, and I apologize for all the little noises you might hear in the background. I'm looking at my phone right now because I keep all my weight stuff on my phone. But 260 squat, man, 3x5. I don't know, maybe I was tired or something, but this felt super heavy. I don't know why, but it just felt super heavy. I finished the set out, but I wrote here, I was like, please do not increase the weight. I said, please stay here because that felt super heavy. But of course I didn't stay there. I hit 175 front squat 5x5. I was like, okay, cool. Front squats are getting better. I'm liking this. It's getting harder, but it's getting better. So instead of going, because I went up 10 on front squats again this week from last week's, and I do not do that again because it starts getting heavier and it's starting to get heavy. Now on week 5, I do 355 deadlift 1x5. Feeling good once again. Deadlift's great. I'm a big guy, so my deadlift, of course, is pretty good. I hit 355 with the greatest of ease. Now, instead of doing 235, because I wanted to go up to 235. I had hit 230, which was my goal for this 6 weeks. I decided to just go back down to 225 because I needed a spotter for 230 to hit the 5x5. I had no spotter. There was no way I was going to even attempt 235 without a spotter. That was just, I just didn't want to hurt myself. I've had times where I'm benching and I wasn't even like super heavy. I was doing like 190 for 12. I was doing like 3 sets of 12, 190. And I've gone up and I'm going up and I'm going up. And on like the 10th or 11th one, I remember this. Oh God, it was a terrible day. I was already having a bad day, but I go up on the 11th one and my grip just gives out. And I was like, oh God, please. It gives out and I catch it. And I was like, okay, cool, cool, cool. So I go to rack it back. Of course, you know, I'm not all the way up on this. So there's three there's 3 catchers on the bench that we have, and I was at the second one. So I throw it back. I catch the, which one? Let me see my hands. Okay, I catch the right one, and I go to catch the left one, and it just collapses. It doesn't catch it. The barbell falls. Oh, it was terrible. It was, I was bleeding. It was not a good time. Not a good time at all. But no way I was going to try 235 bench without spotter. Just wasn't going to happen. So I stayed at 225. Decided to do that, and you know, I got that pretty simply. 265, because like I said, I told myself to not go up, but I did it anyways. Hit a 3x5 on that, and I was feeling good about that. I was like, whoo, 265, let's do this. And then I do my front squat. Only went up 5 this time on front squat to 180, 5x5, and still feeling good. Still feeling good about that. Still trying to get the wrist mobility down, but you know, whatever. And then of course, we come to this week, which is week number 6. And I hit 365 on deadlift. So I go up 10 on my deadlift because it was the last week. I was feeling good. I went in there. I was doing my warm-ups on deadlifts. I'm like, ooh, I'm feeling pretty good right now. So I decided, I was like, okay, we'll go up 10 on the deadlift, see what I can get. 365, 1x5. Wasn't the easiest thing in the world, but I did get it up. Good form, stayed good. I had someone with me there. He said my form stayed good. So 365, 1x5, I'll definitely take that. When we went to bench, I still stay at 225 because I didn't have a spotter. I was going to have one, but he ended up leaving town, and I just stayed at 225 on that. I'm still very happy with the 230 that I got. And then today, I ended up trying 270 on squat, even though I told myself at 260 I should stay there, and I did it. And I was happy. And I had a guy there with me. I was working in with him on his squats because we only have one squat rack, and I got it. And he's like, your form was great. He's like, I got to start calling you boss. Because when he came in the room, I was like, all right, boss, you care if I work in with you? And I did the 270. I got him all. He's like, man, start calling you boss. I was like, damn right. I was so happy about that. So we hit 270 squat. And then, of course, I'll do my front squats on Friday, which I'm guessing I'll probably get 185. I got 180 pretty easily. It was a grinder there at like the very last 2, like 5th set, last 2. It was a grinder, but I should be able to get 185. But the main 3 compounds, the deadlift, the bench, and the squat, they've all steadily gone up from week 1, and I hit my 230 bench goal. I'm at 365 deadlift. I mean, my squat working set has gone from 245 to 270 in 6 weeks. I'll take that, man. I'm making some really good gains. I'm very happy about that. I recently broke 1,000 total just a few months ago, which was my main goal pretty much since starting. That's where 1,000 total on your deadlift, bench, and squats, where you go from beginner to what's classified as an intermediate lifter, and I'm very happy about that. Like I said, I've started over 100 times before to make sure I get my form down and everything. I feel like my form's pretty good. You know, sometimes you have those sets where your form deteriorates, but you just acknowledge them and you try to get better with them. But I'm very happy with my results from the last 6 weeks. I'm going to deload here for the next week, and I'm going to start over again and try to get even higher. But I'm really happy with that. So if you guys, like I said, if you guys need any help with any advice on stuff, I can try to help you as best I can. You know, if I have like 100 people coming at me with advice, I'll try to get to as many people as I can here. But yeah, I mean, working out's the best, man. I love it. I absolutely love it. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. It was just a little update basically on how my gains have gone over the past 6 weeks doing this pull push legs plan, and thought you guys, at least some of you guys, might be finding it entertaining. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Remember, if you did, to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are not subscribed for more like goodness on my channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video. See ya!
Impulse is the best. Yes, he is. Click the subscribe button. Yes, you know you want to. Yes, you do. Click it today.